Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Tania Dwi Pratiwi. I'm from 5BD. In this video, I would like to presentation about data analysis. Let's go to the first point, is definition of data analysis. Lecompte and Scansell 1999 defined analysis as the process researchers use to reduce data to a story and its interpretation. So data analysis is the process of reducing large amounts of collected data to make sense of them. Patent 1988 indicates that there are three things occur during analysis. First is data are organized. Second, data are reduced through summarization and categorization. And the last is patterns, and then is data are identified and linked. So in this presentation, I would like to explain about qualitative data analysis. As we know, qualitative analysis is more concerned with the meaning, where the data is a word which describe valid information that can help researcher to answer the question. To get the data or information in qualitative data, we can use 5 sources. First is notes or observation. Second, newspaper or clippings. Next is survey or questionnaires, and then interview tapes and transcripts, and the last is from personal journal. Okay, we continue to the next point is the steps to analyze qualitative data. So the first step is organizing the data. Valid analysis is immensely aided by data display that are focused enough to permit viewing of a full data set in one location and are systematically arranged to answer the research question at hand. So the best way to organize your data is go back to your interview guide, identify and differentiate between the question or topic you are trying to answer, and those that were simply included in the interview guide as important. Once the data are organized, the researcher can move into the next step. So the next step is finding organizing ideas and concepts. Identifying silent themes, recurring ideas or language, and pattern of belief that link people and setting together is the most intellectually challenging phase of the data analysis, and one data can integrate the entire individual. So in this step, there is many things that you should look for. First is word or phrases used frequently. When looking at the various responses for one particular question, the researcher may find the specific words or ideas keep coming up. Second is finding meaning in language. The researcher should pick out the words and expression used frequently by the interviewers that might show different than how you or others will express themselves. And the third is watch for unexpected. This is where we learn new things that we didn't expect to hear. It is important to always follow up when a participant seems to be going in new or unexpected direction. And the fourth is hearing stories. Stories are a way for interviewer to communicate the point or idea of ideas or symbol indirectly. And the last is coding and categorizing ideas and concepts. Once you have identified words or phrases used frequently, as well as ideas coming up from how the interview has express him or herself and from the stories that he or she has told you. You have to organize these ideas into codes or categorization. Continue to the next step is building overarching themes in the data. Each of the response categorized has one or more associated themes that give a deeper meaning to the data. Different categories can be collapsed under one main overarching theme. And then next step, the last step is ensuring reliability and validity in the data analysis in the findings. So validity is the accuracy with which a method measures what it is intended to measure. And reliability is the consistency of the research finding. In this step, there are many that we have to consider. First is testing emergent findings and hypotheses, checking for the research effect, validating or confirming findings, obtaining feedback from participants, external validation of coding strategies, and the last is knowledging factor beyond the interviewer's control at the time, which may have influenced the participant response. Next steps is finding possible and plausible explanation of the findings. So there we have to look for the three things. First is, so what did you find? And then ask yourself some questions, and the last important source to answer those questions. And the last step is an overview of the final step. So first you have to ask what are the implications of the findings. So once you have developed your overarching themes, you need to think about the implication. And then communicating the information, determine before writing the final report. We will have access to the information and how these people or communities will be affected by it. And then organizing the information into a final report. This includes not only the result, but how to ensure research process was carried out, what went right, what went wrong, highlighting industry and limitation, as well as what you do differently and how it could be improved. And the summary is, in the final report, you are summarizing why the research question. You were looking at what's important one, how you went about answering it, what your findings were, the implication of those findings, recommendation and strategy, and areas with your research that you were able to identify. So I think enough. Thank you for watching this video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Tapi Allah ketulen.